Hi, my name is Eduardo Hurtado. I'm going to be talking about the interview that I conducted earlier today. The person I chose to interview, his name is Omar Osalimo. He is the owner of right now just Reggae Shack Cafe here in Gainesville. And I chose him because he's a local business owner first of all, and right now more than ever it's been very tough times, and I wanted to see what was going on there. He opened the business when he was 23 years old. I think that was really impressive. um Omar Salimo is Jamaican. He was born in Jamaica Tres Rios, it's called. uh so being a black owner in these times right now and succeeding, I wanted to talk with him a little bit and see how he's done it, how he's been able to succeed, if there was any challenges he had to overcome. And that's the reason I chose him. I'm 24 right now myself, and just to think that he started the business at 23 is impressive. During the interview began, and immediately I noticed he has a lot of confidence. He speaks, his manner of speaking is very loud, very, I don't know, intense. So it's not loud like he's yelling at you, but it is loud enough for you to want to understand what he's saying. Yeah, he's very loud. It was loud. But in all this, I noticed he's a very direct person. He's very knowledgeable about everything he was talking about. He never really hesitated. Um, and yeah, I think that's pretty good characteristic to have, especially for a leader to be very um, direct. He's direct. He didn't cut corners, straight to it. And I think one of the that's very important for a leader to have, because people have to hear you when you talk, and being direct. At least for me, I agree with that method. While we were talking, I asked him, what characteristics does he think a leader has to have, and he said decisiveness, empathy, and vision. I could not agree more. A leader has to be decisive because in times of not knowing, what's going on, a leader has to take charge and attack. If the leader doesn't, then he's just like all of us, as in, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Then he said empathy, extremely important as well. Empathy, you can't be a leader without being empathetic. You cannot be a leader just giving orders. And well, personally for me, I wouldn't like to be led by someone like that. And if I were, whenever I'm a leader, I have empathy myself. And you just relate to it. You want to empathize with your employees, with your subordinates. You want to feel heard. All these things are just great features to have. And finally, he said vision. Vision is really important. A leader has to have vision. A leader has to have vision because if not, what is he there? He's just going to be stuck in his daily routine without ever going above and beyond. I noticed he had a lot of vision. I asked him for potential Reggae Shack ideas or what's to come for the future, and he said he gave me a couple. He didn't give me just one of his future plans. He told me about how about what was it called? Ghost Kitchen, I think he called it, where it's not a dine-in or anything. This place doesn't exist. It's a kitchen, but it has delivery, and it's really big. He told me celebrities have done this, such as Wiz Khalifa, this guy called Tyga, and they're doing great as a business. He wanted to do it with fried chicken and implement the sauces that Reggae Shack has right now, which are great, by the way. After the interview ended, I noticed what was different from the beginning. I noticed that everything he was saying, he wanted to put in place. He was very direct the whole time, very knowledgeable. Really, really good guy to talk to. So I really enjoyed conducting the interview. Learned a lot, especially with the last point I'm about to make. The last question is key statements that he have made. And it was, he said, diversity solution. Since day one in the company, it was his goal, or it was his, no, not goal, it was his rules that it was going to be a diversity solution. When I asked him why it's so important, he told me, first of all, it creates a great work environment. People, when they come from different backgrounds and cultures, when you talk to one another, you can learn a lot from someone. And he told me about this, and I agree. I would love to sit down and talk with someone from, I don't know, New Zealand, and tell me how cool the country is and how it was growing up. I don't know. When talking about this, he said, by being inclusive, not only is it good for the staff and the people involved, but you get a lot of support from others, from the community, from people who have worked there before, because they know that when you're in there, you're part of something. You're inclusive, you're in there, you're in a team. And he always knew he wanted that in his culture and part of the branding. And I just loved it. If I were to send this to him, I would send him a big good luck to his future. I hope he opens 20 more Reggae Shacks and continues to succeed. Thank you.